We're going to be testing some new LED light bulbs and see what their effect is on the electromagnetic frequency range and the RF interference that they put back on the electrical household wiring. To do that, we use two things. This Graham-Stetzer meter, which gives us Graham-Stetzer units. As you can see on the back, you want to look for basically anything under than 25 is good. Over than 50, you have to start to worry about negative health effects. So we're on about 18 right now. And I also am using this tri-field meter to measure both magnetic and electrical frequencies put out by these different devices here. So we're going to start off with a standard light bulb. This is actually a modern halogen light bulb. It's a little more efficient than incandescent. You'll see it won't change this number at all. Then we're going to look at the magnetic frequencies that are put off by it, and there's nothing. And we'll see that it's the same when we look at the electric range. There is some numbers here. This is kind of just put off by the household wiring, some of the things that I probably have plugged in right now. But you can kind of see how fast it dies off when we back up here. And actually, if we turn off the light altogether, the number really doesn't change. This is just from being near the wires in the house. So if we switch this, let's try out our first LED light bulb here. I'll remove the halogen, put this first one in. It's Philips. Where's the model? There's the model information for you. And we'll pop this guy in. So it actually gives off a nice light, but we'll see it creates a huge amount of what's called dirty electricity. So it makes this Graham-Stetzer meter light up here. We're seeing numbers about 500 higher than when it was plugged in. So when it comes to dirty electricity, this is not something you want to be around. In the electric range, it's a little bit worse than standard household wiring, not much, but really we're going to look at the magnetic range. So you'll see here, it's not bad. It goes up to about 3, but then dies off when we get about 2-3 inches away. Next, let's check out this guy here. This is one of the newest models available from Philips. This is a 60-watt model. I don't know if I can get my camera to focus here. There we go. Here's what it looks like. This one has a little bit cooler light to it. Still very nice and even. And you look and it has almost no effect here on the Graham-Stetzer meter, which is great. That's really what we're looking for. When we bring the tri-field meter closer, it does give off some electromagnetic fields here, but once we get about a foot away, it's nothing to really worry about. So as long as you're not sleeping right on top of it, you should be fine. Yeah. So you can see that's definitely created by the light bulb itself, because when I just tried it without the light bulb on, there was no impact. Now this is, I believe this is the newer version of this. This is Philips. Here's the model number. Can we get that to focus? There we go. There's the model number. This still lights up white even though it has these orange panels on it. This is a little bit warmer light than this guy over here. Still pretty even. I don't see any flicker in any of these bulbs. And this one does put a little bit of RF interference back on the lines. We We had about 18 before, we've got about 50 now. So we do see an increase of about 30 or so gram Stetzer units. Now when we look at the magnetic range on our tri-field meter here, it's about the same. It goes up pretty high when we're close, and then by the time we're a foot away it dies down to pretty much nothing. So not a big worry on any of these bulbs for the magnetic frequencies that they give off, as compared to compact fluorescent, which those can be rather high, even a few feet away. So these light bulbs are all 60 watts. They're great for high efficiency, but if you're looking for something that is not going to put a lot of RF interference back on your household wiring, that it may interfere with other electronics, TVs, radios, and certainly there's a lot of evidence of impact on health, you probably want to go for one that has the smallest effect. So I would say this light bulb was great. I picked it up for 25 bucks. This was still pretty good, and they just dropped the prices on these. I got it at Home Depot for $8. So as a 60 watt replacement, I think that's a pretty good deal. So hope everybody's enjoyed this video, and see you next time.